I've been using the Soundpeats Free2 Classic for a long time now, and even though it's an older pair of earbuds, it still does a lot of things right. In this review, I will break down my real experience after months of use, the build, the battery, the comfort, the sound, and if it's still worth buying by today's standards. Design and first impression. Let's start with the design. I have the white color, and after months of using it, the color still looks clean. It hasn't turned yellow or faded. The case is small and easy to carry, and it looks neat after all this time. Once you open the case, the earbuds themselves are bulky, not too heavy, but thick than newer earbuds. The lid is solid, the hinge is still feels strong, and nothing is loose. Now let's talk about the comfort and fit. The comfort depends on the person. For me, it fits well. It sits in my ear and stays in place when I walk around. But when my friends tried it, it didn't fit him at all because the earbuds are bulky. I use them for a long listening section, and sometimes I sleep with them. When I wake up, and one of the earbuds usually still has around 20% battery left, and other drops around 10%. That's better than I expected. Now let's talk about the features and connectivity. This earbud is basic, no app support, no noise cancellation, no transparency mode, no extra features. It just does the essential. It runs on Bluetooth 5.1 and the connection has been stable for me. No random disconnect, no audio drops. Even moving from room to room, it still holds sub signal very well. It doesn't support AAC or aptX. It just uses the standard Bluetooth codec, but for simple daily use, it still works fantastic. Now let's talk about the controls and daily use. The touch controls are simple. They respond well without being too sensitive. You can pause, play, skip, and answer call. You can even increase the volume. Since there is no app, you can't customize anything. For basic everyday use, music, calls, and movie is reliable. Charging and battery life. Charging takes around 4 hours from empty to full. Battery life is one of the strongest part of this earbud. The earbud gives me around 4 to 5 hours or more at 70% volume, and the case lasts around 2 days or more for me with heavy use. Even after months of use, the battery still hasn't dropped or changed. It still performs fantastically. Now let's talk about sound quality. For a cheap old earbud with no advanced codec, the sound is better than I expected. The bass is there and not that too deep. The vocals are out clean. The highs are smooth and don't feel sharp. It is not premium, but for music, Netflix, YouTube calls, everything sounds fantastic. There is no EQ because there is no app, but default tuning is balanced very well. Now let's talk about mic quality. The mic. Microphone is okay for calls indoors. People can hear me clearly. Outside it struggles a bit, but that's a normal for a budget earbud. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done. Now let's talk about the durability over time, because it's an older earbud. The earbud is around maybe 3 or older years old. So one thing I respect is how durable the earbud is. I've dropped the case, thrown it in my bag, suited it for everyday use, and the case has fallen times without time, and it still works like the new one. The hinge is still tight, the color still looks clean, and the earbuds haven't cracked or loosened up. This is one of the few budget earbuds that actually lasts very long for me. Should you buy this particular earbud? Yes, of course you should buy. This earbud is perfect for someone who just wants this basic, the good battery, simple control, stable Bluetooth, clear sound, and a small case. If you are not using ANC or app control, this is enough. But if you want premium features, you should look for more expensive versions of it or newer version of the product. Even though it's an older type of earbud, the Soundpeats Free2 Classic still holds up well. It doesn't try to be fancy, it doesn't try to do some magical stuff, it doesn't pack lots of features inside it. It just does the basic very well. Good sound, long battery life, and solid durability. If you want something simple that just works every day without disturbance, and you just carry it from the earbud and put it inside your ear, this is a solid choice. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Okay, it helps up a lot. So I'm going to keep the link of the product under the video or the description. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Bye, see you on the next one.